Hi, I am Alimu. As you can see from my resume, I mainly focused on content-based retrieval system, information security, and web development during my undergraduate. And I have worked on many projects on these areas. Today I'm going to show you one of these projects, which is a content-based image retrieval system. This is our project, and these are all the packages and classes to run the system. This one is a mainframe class. Let's first run it. Yeah, this is a user interface. Usually content-based image retrieval process has two steps. First, we quantize the images, extract the features, and cluster them. This is called indexing. In this system, I used k-means clustering, which is a very efficient way to cluster. We actually talked about k-means clustering in computing in finance class last semester. In one of Professor Lee's homework, we are asked to cluster a huge number of points using k-means clustering in Java. The second step in image searching process is matching the target image with clusters and giving out the result. Now we'll test the system. First, we need to index. Open that directory where we stored the images. For the number of clusters, let me choose 100. Let's cluster them into 100 clusters. Yeah, start indexing. As you can see now, the system is indexing the images. This process is going to take some time. And now it finished the indexing process, and it took us this long time. Let's see the result of the clusters. Yeah, these three images are in the cluster 7. Look at cluster 6. Yeah, these images are in cluster 6. As you can see, these images are kind of dark. Now we search for the target image. Search for this one, open. Yeah, we're gonna search for this image here. Search. You see, it gave us a result, and apparently in this cluster we only have one image. Okay, let's search for one more image. Yeah, let's search for this image. Yeah, in this cluster we have more results. As you can see, the target image is also included in the cluster. Yeah, this is all about the system. This is just one of the many projects I have worked on. And I actually worked on much more complex projects than this one. Through all of these projects, I completely mastered several programming languages, developed strong programming skills, had a thorough understanding of the different data structures and algorithms. I also gained strong ability to solve various problems in programming. Since I'd like to specialize in computing, if I had the honor to be accepted by your program, I think the experiences in all of those projects will be extremely helpful in my future study and career. As an example, as I mentioned earlier, in the computing in finance class last semester, I found myself using the same algorithm in one of Professor Lee's homework with the one I used for the image retrieval system. I do believe that as I dig more into quantitative finance, more ideas, algorithms, and skills will prove helpful in my study and career. I hope I can have the chance to study in your program and pursue a career in quantitative finance. Thank you.